right, I am on my third radiator now. You can see I took a nice slice out of it. You can see the inner workings of the valve. The washer that was there, wow, is non-existent. And again, no damage to the threads. Beautiful. Nice little cutaway right there. Scrap. What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Monday morning, January 29th, 2024. I'm heading to my first service call, which is in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is one of the 5 boroughs of the city of New York. We have a new client. I believe he's a YouTube subscriber. I get a lot of, by the way, new customers off of YouTube, a ton. Thank God to Alphabet, thank God to YouTube. Really love it. It's a great form of marketing and advertising, which really continues to pay dividends. If you guys are in the trades and you can be camera shy, it's fine. You just showcase the work that you do and the workmanship that you do, and it's a great platform that no SEO company can duplicate, I promise you. Anyway, we have a new client in Brooklyn. We have a couple things that we're going to install that a customer supplied. Some anode rods, I believe, a gas valve for his water heater, which I don't really get, and even 2 or 3 steam radiator valves. So apparently he thinks he's going to save some money by supplying his own equipment and material. I'm all for that. There's no warranty or guarantee of any portion of the job. That's industry standard. Let's go to Brooklyn and see what's going on. All right, as we approach our service call in Brooklyn, I figured I'd give you guys this a little bit of a tour here. Right now we are in Liberty Avenue, approaching Essex, and you just gotta drive like a boss here, bro. So this is Brooklyn, Liberty and Essex. I have another about 15 minutes of driving through this mess to get to my service call. But guys, in case any of you from here, we're Linwood. We have looks like a daycare. We have tax service. That's a school. That's a house. That's probably a church, which are on every single corners. A lot of churches around here. A lot of them. A lot of industrial. It's very, very, very urban here. We don't typically go into Brooklyn. Only because just parking is horrendous, and with the full-size sprinters that we have, those cargo vans, you're not getting a spot anywhere near the location that you're working on. So, plus the wear and tear, and then the thievery. You have the craqueros, the crackheads. Like to break in, steal your catalytic converter. Leave your car on cinder blocks. So, all right. We'll resume for the intro of walking into the house. Hi.
Good morning. How you doing?
How are you, sir?
Very well.
Coming in the front door?
Yes.
I got a little mat because it's a little wet, but we're going up?
We're going up.
What, are you upstairs?
No.
Oh.
Water heater's in the basement, but I figured we'd start
Okay.
here first. My partner, she's got to jump in the shower, so I figured
Okay, understood.
we start up here.
Which way am I going?
So this middle bedroom. Did you get my text about the radiator?
Yeah, so you have a couple of valves for us to install.
So yeah, we've got.
You didn't say anything about replacing a radiator, but
Yeah. So yesterday we noticed it right here.
okay.
There's a crack here, and there's rusty water dripping, and so we went out and got this guy.
Okay.
I think this guy was maybe oversized for this room. I mean, the old tenants used to say that it just gets too hot up here. But I know that this outlet is lower.
Yes, correct.
Would you have to rethread this pipe? Or would
No, it changes the entire scope of the job.
Aha.
You have to,
Maybe
either
wood
change the
shings.
pipe or raise a radiator.
Okay. So maybe I'll get some 2x4s or something too.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a new valve as well?
Yep.
And all the fittings that came with that radiator?
Yep, right here.
Perfect.
And then the other valve is here.
Okay.
So this guy is also, you know, historically it's just old. And,
Okay.
And then we have one more valve downstairs, which is just the same kind.
Okay.
And then the water heater.
Anode rod.
Anode rod, and I have the thermostat.
Thermostat?
Yeah. Remember we talked about that over the phone?
No, I didn't speak to me.
Oh, I didn't speak with you.
No. Maybe the other mic.
There's another mic.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not.
I was on vacation the past 2 weeks. You didn't speak to me.
Okay.
By email, we spoke, and I told you the chart. You know, we come at the
Right,
Brooklyn on a
right.
case-by-case basis. Here, the chart, the rate, blah, blah, blah. But yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay. There's no thermostats. You mean the gas control valve? Is it a gas
sorry,
one?
sorry, the gas control.
Yeah, the gas control valve.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'd like to change that.
So you have this valve here.
Yep.
And then I guess I'll start with this one.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds
I'll
good.
grab some tools from the truck. You have, you can turn the boiler switch off.
Yep. Do that.
Okay. Very good.
Looks like a convertible to me. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. This one. What was I doing?
You were doing an anode.
Oh. What was I doing?
And I could have sworn, I was like, he's sitting in a convertible. I was like, what kind of plumber drives a convertible around? I guess.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. This video I recorded. How old is this one? This one is. Oh wow, we raised $1,100 so far. What was this? Doesn't say. Yeah, I did a video because anode rods. New York plumbers don't change anode rods. I don't know of any plumber in the tri-state area
That does it?
that does it. And if I can name a handful of plumbers nationwide, or that I speak to, like in the U.S., maybe that many actually change anode rods.
Wow. You know the term planned obsolescence?
Yes.
I feel like that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, of course, the plumbing industry would rather go around and change water heaters than to change something like an anode rod.
Correct.
So it's built in.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's see. There's a lot of stuff on this radiator, but
Oh wow, moving.
yeah, well, it's a move. That's the easy part.
Usually I see the guys like, you know, they come with a sawzall and
Oh, I have the grinder for that. Don't worry.
okay.
We'll cut out the valve more than likely. That's not going to come out
Right.
easily. Inch and a quarter? Yeah, inch and a quarter. He's got the right size.
Oh, hope so.
So I'm here because you saw the anode rod video.
Yep.
So why am I changing these valves? What's wrong with these valves? They leak, they don't work?
This one, I mean, we can see downstairs the drywall's up around and
Yep.
so it's got a leaking issue for a while now. We just figured, you know, if we have you on site, we can do, kind of take care of everything at once.
Gotcha. So that was the easy part. Taking out this half, that's going to be a challenge. The other half of the radiator, which is this thing, what's to cooperate, that piece right there. So let's go back.
So you have the grinder.
So let's see if I can cut that valve out right there. Let's see.
We've got a sawzall too if you need.
I got sawzall too. All right, a nice little cut right there. We have to give it a little bit more to get through the brass, and then we'll bang it out. Made another cut across the top, down a little bit, and I got my caping tool in there. But I Absolutely no damage to the threads whatsoever. All right, we use some blue monster tape and pipe dope to put on the new valve, 1.25 inch coming up on that riser. Here, we lay the radiator down on the floor, and I got my 24-inch wrench after using the grinder to cut off the actual union on the hub. Took that out. Those threads look nice, surprisingly, for a 100-year-old radiator. How old's the house?
DOE says 1899, so we're guessing 18.
Really?
1880.
1899.
I mean,
That's turn of the other century, the 19th century.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just say 1901 because they didn't keep DOE records, I guess. You know. We have let's see, this house used to end right here. All this was an extension. So this is the original foundation wall.
So they built out.
Yeah, they extended, built out.
It's crazy.
All that in the basement.
120-plus-year-old home.
Yeah,
you don't see that anywhere else in America.
And then the beams, man, it's thick.
You know, when they say 2 by 10, they really are 2 by 10. Yeah. They mean to be 3 by 10.
I think so.
All right, so we're gonna take this and thread that onto there, and then we're gonna put that on a little bit more of an angle. That way the radiator itself will be parallel to this wall. All right, so the valve is on. I couldn't use my radiator wrench. Couldn't use that because of the 45 that's on there. So I tightened it up as much as I could with my 12-inch wrench, and then used the big giant Nipix to make it a little extra tight there. I'm gonna raise this back up and attach it. You have a little dust can? Actually, no, I'll use this little rag.
That's all right. We'll just vacuum.
You'll never get a chance to get under here like this again, but
That's true. I mean, I figured if it's correctly pitched, parallel to the wall, we can paint that little. We can reach it. Yeah, that should be fine. Perfect.
all right, let's move that over a little bit more.
And we've got the little spacers there for the pitch.
Yeah, we'll see if that's needed. And then we'll have good separation between the wall and the radiator. I guess we could have got rid of the 45, but that's how he wants it. All right, I sent that home. Let's test the valve. That's closed, and that will be open. Bluefin. Supplyhouse.com valves?
What's that?
Supplyhouse.com?
You got it. Are those okay valves?
Listen, they're cheap for a reason.
Aha. Indonesia, I think.
Maybe China?
I think Indonesia, right?
Let's see. No, ain't nowhere. Maybe the moon.
Right here, Indonesia.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Cheaper labor.
You think it's cheaper than Chinese labor?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that first radiator is done. We have nice pitch on it, new valve, a distance from the wall so we can paint back there. The second radiator, which is this one, we're taking this out, taking the valve out, replacing that, putting in that little Sunrad looking little thing. He's got all the fittings here, 2 plugs, reducing bushing for the air valve, and our 1.25 inch steam radiator angle valve. I guess we'll reuse the air valve. What makes this not a steam radiator is that the tapping for our steam radiator air valve is not in the middle on the opposite side of our inlet side. It's not, as you can see. When working with steam, you don't want to put the radiator air valve there because you will leave this whole section here empty. Okay? So they're always on the lower half of a radiator, just like this one, and that one, and this one. Don't even ask me what that's about, but I can explain it to you if you want. That's the steam riser, 2-inch steam riser going up, 3rd floor attic, nothing up there, but we do have a vary valve tapped into that 2-inch pipe. The reason why they did that is because maybe it'll be a future radiator up there, but they could heat up this pipe while that's capped off and have extra supplemental heat coming from this pipe. All right, so just like the other radiator, I'm gonna spray down this union hub with some Croil. This is great stuff. It's so much better than WD-40. Then we're gonna take off this, move the radiator off to the side, take the valve off, and then reinstall this one. All right, I am on my 3rd radiator now. You can see I took a nice slice out of it. You can see the inner workings of the valve. The washer that was there, wow, is non-existent. And again, no damage to the threads. Beautiful. Nice little cutaway right there. All right, we're at the water heater. A.O. Smith, 75 gallon. This water heater is from 2015. Manufacture date of October 20th. And the homeowner wants us to change not only the anode rod, which I can't get my impact driver in there, so we'll use the breaker bar, hopefully that'll work, but also the gas valve because it's not maintaining temperature the way it should, and he does flush it out every 6 months. So first thing I'm going to do is drain some water out of it. We have a hose hooked up right there to a floor drain. I'm going to grab a flat screwdriver right there. And before I isolate and close off incoming water, let's just flush out the bottom like that. He's going to make sure it doesn't go crazy, which it almost did. And let's close that valve and this valve. All right, and I'm not going to touch the relief valve because, we have, and look at that, we have our backflow preventer working actively. Look at that. We have the air being sucked into the vent through here. So let's close that. All right, so we're gonna take some water pressure out of there. Let's turn off the gas supply going to the water heater. We could have done that first, and it's probably suggested to do that first, but nonetheless, it's closed. Now, I got a breaker bar right here. I have this socket. This is 1 1/16 of size. You can get this on Amazon. Maybe I'll put a link in the description box down below, but this is a Milwaukee 24-inch breaker bar, and we're gonna hook it up to that anode rod right there, which you don't see. All right, so the socket is in there, and let's get the breaker part in there. The water heater is still draining. Let's see. I may have to turn this over a little bit. Let's see. See if I can get this in there. The problem is there's really no room here. There's no room here. We don't have enough room. Clearance. All right. It's in there. Homeowner's going to do the honors of recording, and let's see what happens. Okay, so we have a turn there. Now, we got to do this turn by turn. So there's another one right there. And as you can see, we're going to keep doing this over and over and over again until it comes out.
Should we stop the drain?
Yeah, no, keep it going. I can stop recording. All right, I got a little creative with a big ass channel lock, and here's the anode rod. It's coming out, baby. surprisingly got a good amount left on it. Woo-hoo. All right, you hold that. I'm gonna slowly take this thing out. One bad thing about doing this is that you're gonna get chunks of the stuff
Oh, I see.
bottom of your heater.
Oh wow, you're doing it. I see. Oh wow. Thought we were gonna have to saw that out, but
No, we ain't sawing it out.
you're doing it.
That's gonna be worse. That your water. Get it? I warned you. All right, guys, just finished up that service call. Total time on site, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Installed 3 customer supplied steam radiator air valves. Installed that new customer supplied radiator. We got the gas control valve on the water heater and the anode rod. Not too shabby, I might say. Not too shabby. Pretty impressed. If you're in the New York City, Long Island metropolitan area, I would love to help you out. 516-348-6300. And if you're in the Orlando, Central Florida region of the United States, my partner and I and our team down in Florida, Plumbing and Air by Tom, 407-375-1100 for any plumbing or air conditioning need, residential or commercial, up to 25 tons on that AC system. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Be well. God bless. Stay safe.